South Union Township Supervisors presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today from the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium, it's WPIAL women's basketball with the Laurel Highlands Phillies playing host to the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Hi everybody, I'm Tony Anola with Billy Dice. And South Union Township Sports Network coverage is a joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffmeyer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable, as well as our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Tony Anola with Billy Dice, and we'll have your starting lineups here next. I'd like to thank our sponsors for the South Union Township Sports Network: Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and the South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffmeyer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. As we get ready to enter tonight's contest, the Laurel Highlands Phillies come in 0-2 overall. Their two losses, one was to Connellsville, the other one to Alderdice last night. Tonight's starters for Coach Rick Hill in his first year, his assistant coaches Ryan Schwartfager and Mike Irwin. Their starters tonight will be number 1, Haven Harris, a 5'7" freshman guard. Number 5, Taylor Schwartfager, a 5'9" junior forward. Number 10, Chloe Price, a 5'9" sophomore forward. Number 23, Maddie Brooks, a 5'8" senior center. And number 24, Isabella Paschke, a 5'6" junior guard. On the other side for the Albert Gallatin Colonials, their head coach Shandon Marshall in his first year. The Colonials are 0-1. They lost to Connellsville last night, 55-17. So both coaches looking for their first win here tonight. The Colonial starters for tonight will be number 3, Peyton Lovis, a 5'2" sophomore guard. Number 4, Karina Samuel, a 5'8" sophomore guard. Number 15, Ellie Cease, a 5'6" sophomore forward. Number 23, Michaela Shea, a 5'8" senior guard. And number 24, Peyton Gibson, a 6'2" sophomore center for the Colonials. Colonials, as we mentioned last night, lost 55-17 to Connellsville. Michaela Shea had 12 of those points last night for the Colonials. On the other side for the Laurel Highlands Phillies, as mentioned, they lost to Alderdice last night, 61-28. And both Schwartfager and Chloe Price had 7 points apiece for the Laurel Highlands Phillies. So we'll see what happens. We're about a minute and 40 seconds away. Our referees tonight will be Jordan Thomas, Cody Thomas, and Brad Yeoman getting the whistles tonight on the game. All experienced referees. In the first game, Taylor Alderdice beat Connellsville 65-48 in the Vivian Stringer tournament here at Laurel Highlands High School. And as we said, both teams looking for their first win of the year. Laurel Highlands coming in 0-2 and Albert Gallatin 0-1. Big thing about Laurel Highlands, lost a lot of players from last year, Billy. We talked about this a little bit before the game started. You've got Maya Harris down at Potomac State. You've got Ariana Sumter over at Chestnut Hill College around Philadelphia. And you had Iora Jenkins, who transferred over to Uniontown. So probably lost about 90 to 95% of your scoring from last year.
And Tony, let's not forget about Taylor Irwin, who's out for a season with the knee injury. So, I mean, they've probably, like we said, they've probably lost 90% of their offense at least from last year. So, you know, a lot it's going to fall on to Chloe Price and Schwartfager. They're going to have to carry a heavy load, I would think, for them to have any kind of success. Yeah,
exactly right. And you're right. I was just going to bring that up. Taylor Irwin had tore her ACL during soccer season, and that was big because we saw Irwin last year go on a number of spurts to where she could bust a lot of threes and keep her team in the contest. So right now, most of the action is going to fall, you're right, towards Schwartfager and to Chloe Price. And both teams extremely young. Laurel Highlands with only 2 seniors. Maddie Brooks is one. She's one of the starters, and Irwin the other. And as we said, she's going to miss the entire season. On the Albert Gallatin Colonials end, Michaela Shea, the only senior for the Colonials. So both of these teams young, and just trying to find themselves here early on this season.
And Tony, if you look at the scores against Collinsville, both were pretty lopsided in the favor of the Falcons. So, you would think this would be a competitive game for these two teams, both trying to get their first win of the season.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And I tell you what, we watched Collinsville early, and even though they lost to Alderdice, they've got a pretty nice squad. I think they're going to have a pretty good year in the section and do a pretty nice job. So, and oddly enough, Albert Gallatin played Collinsville last night, and they get to play him again on the 9th, which is next Tuesday. So quick turnaround, and they get to see the same team twice. So we'll see how that works out for them. As we said, Laurel Highlands with 2 losses. Their next game will be on December 11th. They're going to play South Park, and then the 13th they play University High. So
you would think those are going to be 2 tough games there, Tone, for them. South Park has always been strong, and University is usually pretty strong as well.
Right, exactly right. And to go on the other side, the Colonials play Collinsville the 9th, and they play Uniontown on the 11th. So
a little more local flavor.
Yeah, a little more local flavor is right. So they're going to get to see Ira Jenkins, as we mentioned, who transferred from here over to Uniontown as their dad got the head coaching position. So we'll see how things work out.
Yeah, a lot of shake-up in these Fayette County girls basketball circles this off-season time.
It's been interesting. Got new coaches everywhere. You figure Uniontown, Albert Gallatin, Collinsville, Laurel Highlands, all kind of new coaches here.
Right.
Just in the Fayette County area. So getting ready to the opening tip-off again. Starters for Laurel Highlands: Haven Harris, Taylor Schwartfeger, Chloe Price, Maddie Brooks, and Isabella Paschke. The Colonials: Peyton Lovis, Karina Samuel, Ellie Cease, Michaela Shea, and Peyton Gibson. Jumping at center is going to be Ellie Cease for Albert Gallatin and Chloe Price for the Phillies. And here we go, tossed up by Cody Thomas. Ball controlled out front by Peyton Lovis. He's going to work to the right side. Little dump pass to Shea. A weave offense right now. Shot up, three-pointer no good by Lovis. Rebound pulled out of there. Good job by the senior, Maddie Brooks. She gets it to Price, top of the key. Schwartfeger with a ball fake, drives baseline. Gets stopped there. Good defense by Shea. There's a pass right in the middle to Chloe Price off the back rim. Rebound pulled down there by Cease. Cease gets it out to Peyton Gibson. I'm sorry, that's Maggie Quartermont. I thought that they had us at number 24 with the start. I think that's actually 34. So Maggie Quartermont getting the start. That shot was blocked there by Haven Harris. Here's Brooks on the run. Lost control of it. Schwartfeger going to fight for it with Lovis, and Lovis off her foot and out of bounds. So Laurel Highlands to take it out on the far corner. Chloe Price, no, take it back. Haven Harris now going to trigger it in. Harris looking for somebody. Dumps it to Chloe Price. Or Schwartfeger with a ball fake from 3 in the lane. Short gets her own rebound. Comes back out. Going to kick it out to Paschke. Foul line, here's Chloe Price. Price can throw up a shot. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Michaela Shea, and she's going to try to run. Mustangs get back on defense. Here's Lovis for 3. Up. No good. Rebound scrambled for underneath and fought for. We're going to have a tie-up. That's going to be Laurel Highlands' ball, so good hustle there by Maddie Brooks and Haven Harris underneath. Schwartfeger with full court pressure being applied by the Colonials. Laurel Highlands no problem getting it across. Swung far side to Paschke. Paschke back to the top of the key. Schwartfeger going to run the offense right now for the Mustangs. I should say Phillies, excuse me. Chloe Price, nice fake and a nice drive to the basket.
Nice pass there by Taylor as well on the entry feed.
Every bit of Chloe Price with a nice move and cracks the scoring column finally for somebody for the Mustangs. So 2-0. Here's Lovis, another 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Paschke. And again, the Phillies look to run, and they're going to have a travel. Chloe Price just kind of lost control there a little bit of the ball. She tried to make a move and make the long pass. So a turnover, and the Colonials will be able to trigger it in their side of the court. And Lovis is going to take it out. Get it to Shea on the far side. Shea with the skip pass across the court and Mont. Lovis shouting out instructions, run a play. Here's Michaela Shea. The Mustangs in a 2-1-2 zone defense. And again, I call them Mustangs. It should be Phillies, sorry.
Lady Mustangs, Tim.
Lady Mustangs, Phillies. I'll just call them LH.
LH, there you go.
Yep. Shea with a ball fake, tries to drive. Lane, good defense there by Brooks. And the Phillies again trying to run. Nice pass inside to Brooks.
Nice fake.
Nice fake. Couldn't get it to go. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with the Phillies, and it does. Beautiful pass there by Isabella Paschke to find Brooks in the lane. But Brooks unable to get the shot to go. 5:19 to go. 2-0. Phillies over the Colonials. Ball's into Brooks. Brooks with a jumper. No good. Rebound fought for, and Haven Harris tried to corral it, but the freshman's going to knock it out of bounds. And Albert Gallatin to kick it in. 5:15 to go. 2-0. Low-scoring game here so far by both teams.
Both teams are kind of working on cardio right now.
That's a good point. Here's Shea, top of the key. 3, no good. Rebound by Brooks. Brooke gets it up court and actually just kind of threw it. I'm not so sure she was looking for anybody. Yes. Nearly a foul there by Chloe Price, but they're going to say that Cordenmont stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Brooks is doing a really nice job on the boards early on.
She really is, yeah. She's doing a nice job. Her and Paschke both underneath. Here comes Schwartfeger trying to shake the good defense there by Peyton Lovis. Chloe Price going to take the jumper from the foul line, no good. Back rim, then there's Paschke with the rebound. Kicks it back out. There's Haven Harris for 3, no good. That's Shea with the rebound, and we're going to have another tie-up and another jump ball. And that possession arrow is going to go to the Aubrey Gallatin Colonials. Checking in for the Colonials will be number 1, Emily Goodwin, and number 24, Peyton Gibson. Checking out, going to be Karina Samuel and Maggie Cordenmont. So full court pressure being applied here by the Phillies. And Ellie Cease trying to get it in. Ball in the corner, nearly a trap, nearly a turnover, but good job by Cease, and she's going to throw that away. And the Phillies got numbers on the other side. Here comes Schwartzfeger, and she's going to lose control, but fortunately it went off of Michaela Shea's knee, so the Phillies keep control of the ball again. 2-0, 4:41 to go, first quarter. Haven Harris, here's Schwartzfeger for 3, up, no good. Rebound pulled down there. Ellie Cease. Cease gets it over to Michaela Shea. Shea picked up there by Schwartzfeger, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off Schwartzfeger.
Still 2-0, Tone. Well, I like the under so far in this one.
Yeah, I think you'd be safe to do that. Oh, we said the Mustangs. I'm sorry, the Phillies again. They have 2 games and scored 28 points. There's a 3 by Shea, no good. And rebound there by Price. She's going to try to run it up the court. In the corner, Schwartzfeger for 3, no good. And rebound pulled down there by Peyton Gibson. Kicks it over to Lovis. A lid on both baskets for both teams. Here's Lovis again for 3, no good. Rebound again pulled down. Here comes Brooks. Brooks going to try to run it. Brooks with the move. Might have got away with a walk, but she's going to get that to go.
I think she did, but hey.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Still 2 points, right?
Yep, nice little up and under there by Maddie Brooks. Might have shuffled the feet a little bit, but fortunate enough to get the basket to go, and a 4-0 lead right now for the Phillies.
Yeah, Tone AG's out here shooting threes like the Golden State Warriors.
Yes, they are. They haven't taken too many shots underneath, that's for sure.
I don't think they've shot any inside a three-point line.
I think Lovis has thrown up about 5 threes so far, but can't get any to go. Now Michaela Shea is going to run the point. Again, 2-1-2 zone defense by the Phillies. And a near steal by Schwartzfeger, and she's going to get it. Great job by Taylor, good hands. Here comes Chloe Price, kicks it back to Schwartzfeger, far side. Chloe Price going to drive the lane. Scoop shot up and good. So Chloe Price, the sophomore, with 4 of the 6 for the Phillies. And Laurel Highlands leads 6-0. We're under 3 to go. First quarter. There's Lovis again for 3. Short. Front rim. Ball's bouncing around underneath there. Here comes Cease out of the pack with it. Gets it to Lovis. Lovis throws that one up.
She'll be forced to shoot some 15-footers now.
Yes, she will. She's got inside the arc. I think that foul's going to go on. I think it's going to go on Chloe Price, which it is. First foul for either team in this contest.
Tony, I think she's been just short on all of these threes, though. So, I mean,
all net on both of these?
Gets a little more mustard on them. She's going to be knocking them down, I think.
All net on both of these. Okay, she got one.
Still counts.
Yep. Peyton Lovis knocks down the first free throw. Subs coming in. Samantha Williams coming in. They're going to give Haven Harris a little breather. Here's the second try for Peyton Lovis. Up and good.
So 2 for 2.
Peyton Lovis breaks the scoring drought for the Colonials with 2:43 to go. They finally score, so 6-2. The Phillies over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Colonials now in a 2-3 zone defense. Chloe Price, top of the key, picks up her dribble over to Schwartfeger. She's going to try to work defensively, but good steal there by Goodwin. Here's a fast break on the other side. Samuel couldn't get it to go, and now fast break numbers on the other side for the Phillies. Maddie Brooks. So Brooks makes the layup on the steal. And the Phillies up 8-2, closing in on 2 minutes to go. And there's another steal there by Schwartfeger. It's going to be a tie-up, and the possession arrow is going to go to the Colonials. So Schwartfeger looking for another steal. She's got 3 of them already here in this first quarter. And our boss just walked in. Hi, Brian. Good to see you.
Should sound better now.
I don't know if I can sound better any way you look at it.
Your audio is way off.
Yeah. Well, Schwartfeger kicks it in to Chloe Price. 8-2, 2 minutes to go. First quarter. Price gets the screen up, no good. Fighting for a rebound. And Schwartfeger is going to come out of there with it. Maddie Brooks going to kick it back down to Samantha Williams. Too far off the glass, and another steal there by Maddie Brooks, and she's going to pick up the foul. So the Phillies playing aggressive defense, doing a great job. And Brooks picks up the foul on Karina Samuel, and that's going to be her first. And the first foul issued to the Lady Colonials.
Brian, it looks like the Mustangs came in with Brian. They all just walked into the game, fresh off a victory.
He might have been driving the bus. That's going to be a travel there by Chloe Price.
This guy, he'll do anything for a buck.
Were you driving the LH bus? Your ball came in at the same time. He's not going to answer. All right, so kicking it in was Jenna Myers, who checked into the game. Myers over to Shea. Myers top of the key. Here's a 3 up and no good by Emily Goodwin. Rebound out of there, Chloe Price, and she's going to run. Flips it down to Paschke in the right corner. Brooks for 3, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Williams. She's going to flip it back out to Schwartfeger, and Schwartfeger picks up her first 2 of the night. The Mustangs now in double digits, 10-2. And there's Samuel on the far side trying to shake the defense there by Schwartfeger. Jenna Myers picked up by Paschke. Nice pass cross court, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Chloe Price, and that's a big foul.
That is a big foul. That's number 2
Yeah,
on
that's
her.
number 2 is right. So Chloe Price.
See what they do with her.
1:04 to go in the first quarter, and Price.
She's going to stay in?
She is going to stay in, surprisingly. Coach
I would think
Rick Hill going to roll the dice here.
Yeah. I would think you get her out at least the last minute of this quarter.
Right. There's the box play from the inbounds, and that's going to be stolen away by Williams. I take it back. That's number 11. That's Madison Morosco who checked in. And they're going to call a travel on Morosco, who kind of lost her balance there when she picked up her dribble on the fast break. So here comes Michaela Shea. 10-2, under 1 minute to go, first quarter. Emily Goodwin with the ball fake, kicks it back over to the far side to Shea. There's a shot by Samuel, no good. Fought for, and Schwartfeger coming out of the pack with the rebound. She's going to pull up, take a little 12-footer, no good. Rebound there by, looked like number 3, who I don't have a number 3 on our roster, so
mystery player.
Yeah, we'll have to get that clarified. Checking in is number 4, Haley Benko for the Phillies. Also checking out is Samuel. Now Chloe Price will sit the final 29.8 seconds of this first quarter, as well as Taylor Schwartfeger. So Benko in. We're going to have to get who number 3 is. There's Haven Harris. Harris back over to Benko. Benko's going to get called for the travel. Benko tried a little ball fake there. Shuffled her feet just a hair. So now with 24 seconds to go, AG probably looking for the last shot. There's Lovis over to Goodwin, top of the key. Back over to Lovis, far side. She's going to take a little 10-foot jumper, no good. Rebound's going to be corralled there by Shea. Under 10 to go. There's Lovis. Shot up by Myers, no good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, it's the Laurel Highlands Phillies 10 and the Albert Gallatin Colonials 2. South Union Township Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialists, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and the South Union Township Supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. So the scoring summary in that first quarter, both Chloe Price and Maddie Brooks had 4 points for the Phillies in that first quarter. Schwartfeger with the other basket, and Peyton Lovis 2 for 2 from the foul line for the Colonials, only points in that first quarter. So as we start the second quarter, the starters are back in, all but Chloe Price for the Phillies. Samantha Williams, the 6'1 junior center, going to get the start here in the second quarter.
Good start in that first quarter for the Lady Mustangs, Tom.
Yes, it was. Good defense by the Lady Mustangs. And there's another near steal, and it's going to be a steal. Haven Harris going to take it strong. Up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Shea, and she's going to try to run with it. Here comes Cordenmont on the other side. Layup up and good. Maggie Cordenmont with the first field goal of the game for the Colonials. And that comes with 7:35 to go in the second quarter. Top of the key, Haven Harris up for 3, no good. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. And the signal is it's going to stay with the Laurel Highlands Phillies. Harris had a good look. Wide open from the top of the key, just couldn't get it to go. And Harris now going to get it in to Schwartfeger, and that ball's just going to be thrown away. Good try, but Schwartfeger just couldn't get that ball. So now the Phillies with some full court pressure being applied. Cordenmont going to kick it in for the Colonials. She gets it over to Michaela Shea, who's picked up there by Schwartfeger. And there's another throwaway. Shea was trying to get that ball over to Lovis. And that ball thrown out of bounds. So back-to-back turnovers by both teams.
Back-to-back turnovers and 0 seconds off the clock.
Yes. Schwartfeger now going to run the point. Working off a screen there by Brooks. Gets in the lane. Brooks for 3, up, no good. Rebound fought for, kicked around, and they're going to say it's off a foot of a Colonial player. And that's going to...
Hey, the Colonials have been very unlucky here, Tone. Every loose ball somehow trickling off their toes.
Yes,
shoestrings or something.
Good inbounds pass to Williams, but that ball was stolen away there, and Paschke able to come out of there somehow. Now Lovis with it. They're going to try to tie it up, but Lovis, good work there just to get the ball out. Here's Emily Cease. Good job there, and Schwartfeger going to get called for the foul. Schwartfeger stepped right in. Cease was trying to take the ball down the lane, and that's going to be the first foul on Taylor Schwartfeger. And we said Chloe Price with 2 fouls that she picked up in that first quarter, and that's big. Price, one of the leading scorers in this first quarter for the – that's a walk. Oh, no, got away with that. Here's Lovis again for 3, no good. Rebound there, Maddie Brooks. She gets it up to Schwartfeger. Good defense by Aubrey Gallatin to drop back. Here's an inbounds pass. Inlet pass to Williams, no good. And Michaela Shea out of the pack with it, and she's going to slow it down a little bit. Shea's going to take it across the timeline. Get it over to Peyton Lovis, top of the key. Emily Goodwin. Goodwin picked up there by Haven Harris. Freshman on freshman. Cordenmont tries the entry pass in the middle, and they're going to call a foul there. I think that's going to be on Samantha Williams. Williams tried to make the steal and reached in, and she's going to pick up her first. That's the team second here in this second quarter. And Lovis, in the old line play, in the corner to Cordermont, up, no good, long rebound. Maddie Brooks, and Brooks looks to run. Cease trying to get back with her. Maddie Brooks, up and good! So Maddie Brooks, the senior, taking the leadership in this game. She's got 6 points, and she's going to go to the line, picking up the foul on Ellie Cease. And that's going to be Cease's first foul.
Yeah, Brooks with another rebound to her total, Tanner. Yeah. I wish we had her stat line here.
She's working on a double-double here first half. Foul shot will not go.
But guess what?
Lane violation? No, they kicked it out of bounds. Sorry.
Off the Colonial's fingertips.
So Haven Harris looking to get it in bounds. Little play there by Schwartfeger. Tries to get open, tries to save it. Haven Harris up. Shot partially blocked there by Emily Goodwin. We're going to have a foul. And if this is on Schwartfeger, this is going to be a big foul. Oh, no, it's going to be on 31. That's going to be on Samantha Williams.
Tony,
and that's Williams' second foul.
I'm going to make a prediction right now at the 5:58 mark. Somebody before this game's ever going to make a three-pointer. Somebody's going to make one. They're fanning them up like it's the NBA.
Yeah, I was going to say they're not shy about that. There's no doubt. Get behind the line and toss it, baby.
Let it fly.
So Harris, Schwartfeger going to run the point now. Picked up at half court by Peyton Lovis. Schwartfeger in the far corner to Paschke. Schwartfeger going to bring it up. Back again. No, she's going to entry pass there to Brooks. Haven Harris with the three fake. Schwartfeger down the lane. No good. Short. Fights for her own rebound. Saves it, but she stepped on the end line. So out of bounds to the Colonials. 5:30 to go here, second quarter. And a 12-4 lead from the Phillies over the Lady Colonials. And again, full court pressure. Ellie Cease throws it into Shea. She's able to get it back. They got numbers on the other side. Cordenmont going to try to save it. She does, but it was right to Haven Harris for the Phillies. And Harris down to Schwartfeger in the corner. Three, no good. Rebound scrambled for him. We're going to have another tie-up. And the possession arrow is going to go to the Laurel Highlands Phillies. We have a timeout, so we'll take one as well. 5:13 to go here in the second quarter. 12-4, the Lady Phillies over the Albert Gallatin Lady Colonials. Again, the South Union Township Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and the South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. So 30-second timeout by the Phillies. And we're ready to go. Again, tonight's referees, Jordan Thomas, Brad Yeoman, and Cody Thomas. And the Phillies two triggered in under their own basket.
Thomas, and Yeoman sounds like a law firm.
Yes, it does. Schwartfeger. Three attempt, no good. Rebound fought for. And coming out of the pack with it, Cordomont. She gets it over to Michaela Shea. Shea held scoreless so far. She had 12 last night against Connellsville. Peyton Lovis for three, again, no good. Rebound pulled out of there, though, by, looked like Kiara Gibson, who checked in. And here comes Schwartfeger. Going to go strong against Shea and up and good. So Taylor Schwartfeger with the first basket for her in this second quarter. She's got 4. And the lead now at 10, 14-4, 4:30 to go, second quarter. And here's a trap, and it's going to be a foul, and they're going to call a foul, I think on Schwartfeger.
I think so.
Yeah, and they are. So that's going to be her second foul, and that's a big foul, too. Schwartfeger has to be careful. Chloe Price and Schwartfeger both in with 2 fouls.
Price just came in back into the game.
4:30, Coach Hill's going to roll the dice here a little bit. Hopefully neither one of them pick up their third foul before the end of the half. Lovis, good defense there by Schwartfeger, nearly stolen by Brooks. Pinned in there is Kiara Gibson. She tries to get it out, but it's going to be another tie-up. And the ball's going to stay with the Albert Gallatin Colonials. It's going to be Courtmont underneath, triggering it in for the Colonials. Michaela Shea trying to work off good defense there by Schwartfeger. Ball thrown into Ellie Cease. Cease trying to go in, make a move, and she does. Good job by Ellie Cease over good defense by Isabella Paschke. But Cease able to just work her magic and get that ball to go. So 14-6, under 4 to go, second quarter. Haven Harris with 3 up and no good. Rebound pulled it out of there by Gibson. Gets it over to Ellie Cease. Cease is going to cross the timeline. Get it on the far side to Michaela Shea. There's a 3 up and almost in. Gibson with the rebound. I'm sorry, that's Ellie Cease with the rebound. And Cease with 4 points, all of those coming here in the second quarter. And cut the lead down to 6. Here's Paschke for 3 and up and good.
There we go.
So Isabella Paschke, her first points of the night come from behind the arc. There's Courtmont on the fast break, and she's going to pick up a foul there by Maddie Brooks. Full court pressure was being applied by the Phillies and just didn't get back.
You know, Tone, Brooks actually had a pretty good position here. She just jumped to block the shot. She didn't need to. If she stayed on her feet, she would have been in good position.
Might have actually drawn a charge.
Possibly.
So it's going to send Courtmont to the line. She's got 2 on the night. Misses the first. As we said, that was the first foul on Maddie Brooks. Courtmont now with the second attempt. She's got 2 of the 8 for the Colonials. Leading scorer on that side is Ellie Cease with 4. Courtmont makes the second. And the lead cut now to 8. Here's Maddie Brooks. Over to Paschke corner, no good. Long rebound fought for, and Schwartfeger somehow came out of there with it. Gets it to Maddie Brooks. Brooks going to kick it back up. Entry pass down to Chloe Price. Nice dump pass there to Maddie Brooks.
Oh, man.
That was beautiful. Yeah, that was a beautiful pass. I don't know how Chloe Price saw her underneath there, but able to dump it down. Great assist there by Price. And Maddie Brooks now with 8 points. Leading scorer in the game. The Mustangs back up by 10. There's Cease picked up by Paschke. Trying to go lane. Double team there. And Courtmont again. Schwartfeger with another steal. Up and good. Schwartfeger again playing fantastic defense, just like she did last year for the Phillies.
AG might want to think about a timeout here, Tone.
Yeah, it's getting close. Coach Marshall, I don't think he wants to let this one get away. 21-9. We're closing in on 2 minutes to go, second quarter. Here's Lovis up. That's short. Rebound pulled out of there by Brooks, and she's going to be fouled by Ellie Cease, and Cease is going to pick up her second foul.
Third team, it looks like.
Yeah.
No, 2.
A couple subs checking in. Emily Goodwin's going to check in for Peyton Lovis. Schwartfeger getting some instructions from Coach Rick Hill. Got to be pretty pleased with what he's seen so far. The Phillies have only scored 28 points in each of their 2 games. 28 in each, and now they've got 21 here in this first half. There's Maddie Brooks. Nice kick back to Chloe Price. Back rim, no good, but Price follows up her shot. Schwartfeger for 3, up, no good. Paschke comes out with the offensive rebound, and they're going to call a travel. Paschke really didn't have control of that, but got called for the shuffle.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Tony. I don't think she had control of the ball before she walked.
I don't either. It just shuffled her feet just a bit, so a turnover by the Phillies. Now here comes Michaela Shea, trying to make something happen in the last minute and 30 seconds of the second quarter for the Colonials. And there's another near steal, and we're going to have a reach. And I think that's going to be on Paschke.
And they are in the bonus, Tom.
Yeah, so Paschke with her first. And you're right, 15 foul, and it's going to send Michaela Shea to the line. Shea, the only senior on this Colonial team, and looking for her first points of the night. First one up, and nothing but twine. As we said, Shea had 12 points, 12 of the 17 against Connellsville last night, and just picks up her first point of the night. We'll attribute that to the Philly defense. Have done a really nice job on her. Second shot catches a little rim, but it's going to go. So Shea with her first 2 points. A 10-point advantage by the Phillies over the Colonials, 21-11. A minute 26 to go. Here's Haven Harris. 3, no good. Follows her own shot. Good job. Little jumper there by Paschke, no good. Rebound put back up by Price, no good. And that ball's going to be out of bounds off of the Phillies with a minute 12 to go. So the Phillies with a couple good looks. They actually had 3 chances, a couple offensive rebounds there, but couldn't get anything to go. Here comes Shea across the timeline. Over to Samuel. In the corner to Courtmont. Shot strong. Michaela Shea coming out of there with the rebound and poked out of bounds there by Maddie Brooks. Brooks fortunate she didn't pick up her second foul there.
Yeah, Shea really came out there with the rebound, Tony. I didn't even see her in there between the two Lady Mustangs.
Yeah.
She came out with the offensive rebound somehow.
So Coach Hill's going to pull out Chloe Price so she does not pick up that third foul. She's going to send Samantha Williams back in. Underneath Courtmont, that was blocked partially by Williams. And here comes Schwartfeger across the timeline. Did they hold for one? A lot of time left, 47 seconds. Schwartfeger going to behind the line. 3, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Paschke. Out front to Brooks. Brooks dumps it down to Williams. No good. They're going to say Williams knocked it out of bounds as she went for the rebound. So 35.6 to go. And we'll see if Shandon Marshall decides to hold for the last shot.
Well, Lady Mustangs are in this zone, Tony, so it's a little easier for them to play for one if they wanted to, but they chose not to.
Lovis with the shot, no good. The Mustangs, Phillies. Lady Phillies, Lady Mustangs, Lady.
LH.
Here we go. LH, here we go. So under 15 to go. Haven Harris over to Paschke. Now Maddie Brooks posts up at the foul line. Nearly a travel. Paschke with the shot, no good. Up with the rebound. Samantha Williams, right place, right time, and she's going to pick up her first basket. And that's going to do it for the first half. So at halftime, it's the Laurel Highlands Phillies 23, the Albert Gallatin Lady Colonials 11. We'll be back with your halftime stats in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Getting ready for the start of the second half. 2 minutes to go here at halftime. Let's go over the scoring summary for both teams in that first half. For the Laurel Highlands Phillies, they were led by Maddie Brooks, who had 8 points, 4 of those coming in each quarter. She was followed by Taylor Schwartfeger, who had 6. 4 points by Chloe Price, all of those in the first quarter. A made 3 by Isabella Paschke, and Samantha Williams with the basket right before the end of the half for her, too. They scored 10 in the first, 13 in the second for their total of 23. 0 for 1 from the foul line, and they had 1 made 3, and that was by Paschke, and the only made 3 of the game for either team. On the other side for the Lady Colonials, they were led in that first half by Ellie Cease, who had 4 points. She was followed by Maggie Quartermont, who had 3 points. A made basket by Michaela Shea. I'm sorry, 2 made free throws by Michaela Shea and 2 made free throws by Peyton Lovis for their 2 points each, and they rounded out the scoring. So they scored 2 in the first, 9 in the second for their total of 11. They were 5 for 6 from the foul line in that first half, and they did not make a 3-point basket. So as we get ready to start the second half, the Phillies up by 12. And it looks like the possession arrow, I'm going to think it's going to go to LH. And it is white ball going to the Phillies. Good defense by the Phillies in that first half. Limited the Colonials to only 11 points. Schwartfeger into Chloe Price, who's picked up at half court by Karina Samuel. Isabella Paschke looking for a cutter. Just missed Schwartfeger, had her cutting right down the lane. Here's Chloe Price going to take it strong. Good defense there, and good job by Price to get the ball, put it back up. Maybe should have used a little board there, but couldn't get it to go, but it's going to stay with the Phillies. And again, same starters for both teams. Haven Harris into Chloe Price. Price, ball fake. Kicks it out to Maddie Brooks. Brooks the leading scorer in this first half. Swings it back out to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger, top of the key. Thinking about working off a screen by Chloe Price. Going to take it to the right. No good. Up by Harris, and Harris is going to get credited for a 3. So Haven Harris, the freshman guard, with her first points of the night, and it's a second made 3 for the Phillies. And the lead extended now to 15, 26-11. Ball down low to Cease, where she's guarded there by Paschke, and they're going to call, I'm sorry, that's by Madison Brooks. Brooks is going to get called for the foul. She's going to get called for the hip check. That's going to be her second foul. So a little bit of foul trouble for the Phillies. You've got Schwartfeger, Chloe Price, and Maddie Brooks, as well as Samantha Williams, all with 2 fouls. 2 fouls by Ellie Cease on the Albert Gallatin side. And here's a free throw attempt up and good. And that was by Cease. So Ellie Cease with the made free throw, and she gets another shot. The Colonials 6 for 7 from the foul line so far here tonight. Cease up and good. So Ellie Cease now with 6. Full court pressure being applied by the Lady Colonials. Haven Harris back to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger takes it right down the lane, and she's going to go up for the layup. No good. Rebound back by Brooks. No good. And again, Schwartfeger comes out of the pack with it. A little pass over to Haven Harris. Schwartfeger cutting, goes up with the left. No good. But she's going to get fouled there by Karina Samuel. Samuel, and that's her second foul. Good ball movement there by the Phillies, but just couldn't get the basket to go. Schwartfeger headed to the line. She's got 6 on the night, and this is only the second free throw attempt by the Phillies here this evening. First shot up, no good. Phillies now 0 for 2 from the line. And Schwartfeger looking to add to her total of 6 points so far here tonight. 26-13, 6:44 to go, third quarter. Schwartfeger up and in and out. The rebound out of there by Ellie Cease. Cease having a good game for the Colonials. Peyton Lovis across the timeline. Swings it far side to Michaela Shea. Over to Quartermont. She thought about the shot and then tried to dump it down low, but that ball's going to be kicked by Paschke. So the Lady Colonials to trigger it in underneath their own hoop. Quartermont takes the ball from referee Cody Thomas in the corner to Cease. They're going to say the Quartermont didn't get in bounds quick enough. So the turnover and the ball goes back to the Laurel Highlands Phillies. Full court pressure. Ball able to get in to Haven Harris. Harris, freshman guard, going to try to drive, kicks it far side. Here comes Chloe Price with a ball fake. They're going to call a foul. That foul's going to be on Michaela Shea. Price is fortunate. Might have been called for the walk there, but she picked up the foul. And that's the first foul on Michaela Shea. Schwartfeger for three, top of the key, no good. Haven Harris with the rebound. Swings it back over. Here's Maddie Brooks trying to go baseline to Chloe Price in the lane, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Cease. The Phillies are getting some good looks, just can't get it to go here. There's Shea going to go strong to the basket. No good, it was blocked. Quartermont comes out with it. And again, Shea, ball's going to go off her knee, and that's going to go over to Laurel Highlands. Good defense there by the Phillies. As Shea tried to go through the lane, the ball was poked off her knee and out of bounds. Coach Shannon Marshall talking to Brad Yeoman, questioning a couple calls there. Or no calls, I guess you'd say. Schwartfeger into Haven Harris. Harris tries to push it. Chloe Price, far side, into Maddie Brooks. Brooks going to post up. Partially blocked there by Ellie Cease. And out of there comes Michaela Shea. Shea's going to pull up for three, up and no good. Rebound out of there by Chloe Price. Price going to take it right down the lane, up for the jumper, no good. But she's going to pick up another foul. So Chloe Price got the pass coast to coast, and that's going to be on Michaela Shea. And that's her second foul, second of the half.
Lady Mustangs scoreless this half so far, Tone?
Made three by Haven Harris.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
That seems like a long time ago.
Yes, it does. Chloe Price up and perfect. Price now with 5. She's going to get a second attempt. We got a couple subs checking in. Karina Samuel going to exit the game for the Colonials. Emily Goodwin checking in. There's Chloe Price. Second shot up and good. So Price now with 6 on the night, 2 made free throws. And the lead back up to 15 for the Phillies. And again, full court pressure being applied. Lovis going to get it across. She's in no man's land there, and it could be a backcourt. No, it was tipped. They're going to call a walk. They're going to call a travel. I think Shannon Marshall thought it was going to be a backcourt call, but it was actually a travel. Lovis lost possession of it, went on the floor, and then tried to get up. Brad Yeoman called her with the travel. It was a good call. Here comes Chloe Price. She's going to go straight down the lane, kicks it to the corner. Paschke for 3, no good. And Michaela Shea with the rebound for the Colonials, looking for a little help. Peyton Lovis, the 5'2" sophomore guard, going to run the point. Kicks it far side to Quartermont. She's going to go in the corner to Michaela Shea. Shea thought about the 3, but good defense there by Price. Ellie Cease with the shot, no good. And Haven Harris comes out, and we're going to have a timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:38 to go. Third quarter. It's the Laurel Highlands Phillies 28. The Albert Gallatin Lady Colonials 13. Again, the South Union Township Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors, South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. United Bank, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns. SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health. the Sprouse Insurance Group and our friend David Hughes, Davis and Davis, attorneys at law, and Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs in Uniontown. So the Lady Phillies, they 15-point lead over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Both teams looking for their first win of the 2025 campaign. And Maddie Brooks leading the way so far for the Phillies with 8. She's followed there by Chloe Price and Taylor Schwartfager with 6 each. And on the other side, Ellie Cease with 6 for the Lady Colonials. Harris going to get it into Schwartfager. Good defense there by Emily Goodwin, but Schwartfager able to shake it. Dumps it down low to Chloe Price. Tries to make a move, can't do it, gets her own rebound. Shot up and good. So Haven Harris scoreless in the first half. Able to pick up 5 points so far in her third quarter. And the biggest lead of the night at 17, 30-13, 4:16 to go, third quarter. As the Phillies, again, full court pressure. Ellie Cease can't get it across the timeline, but she's going to pick up the foul.
And they had her trapped too, Tony.
They did have her trapped, yeah. That's going to be on Maddie Brooks, and that's going to be Brooks' third. She's the first player on either side with 3 fouls.
But you look at that LH scoreboard, Tony, they got a lot of 2s and 3s up there.
Yes, they do. Well, as we said, Maddie Brooks with 3. Williams, Chloe Price, and Schwartfager all with 2 fouls. And Michaela Shea and Ellie Cease with 2 fouls on the Colonial side. Emily Goodwin with 3-pointer up and good. So the first made 3 of the night for the Colonials, and it's Emily Goodwin, the 5'8 freshman, off the bench, able to knock down that 3, cut the lead to 14.
It's much needed right there for the Colonials.
And that ball was tipped, and Brooks thought it was just thrown over, but could have just picked it up. And here comes Shea. She's going to go to the basket, and she's going to pick up a foul. And I think it's going to be on Haven Harris. And it is.
Correct.
So Harris with her first. But they're going to say in the act of shooting. So Michaela Shea back to the foul line. She's got 2 points on the night, and both of those came from the charity stripe in the second quarter.
You know, Tony, I always say, if you don't have a couple fouls, you're not playing hard enough. So
it's a good way to look at it.
Lady Mustangs are definitely going with that philosophy tonight.
A rare miss by the Lady Colonials. Shea misses the first. The Lady Colonials 7 for 9 from the line here tonight. And Shea with her second attempt. Trying to pick up her 3rd point of the evening. And she does. So Michaela Shea with 3, and the lead now down to 13, 30-17, 3.5 to go. Williams blocked there by Shea, fought for. Schwartfager comes out of the pack with it. Tries to dump pass down to Chloe Price, and they're going to say it's off of her. Good defense there by Peyton Lovis. She tipped the ball off of Chloe Price's leg. So the Colonials trying to cut this down to a more manageable lead. It's 13 right now to shot up and blocked there by Chloe Price. Shot was by Olivia Long, who checked in for the Colonials. Schwartfager working off the screen by Chloe Price. Here's Samantha Williams up, no good. Offensive rebound tipped. Williams is going to kick it back out to Price. Price to Schwartfager. She's going to bring it back out and set up the offense. Haven Harris, a couple ball fakes. Good defense there by Lovis. Chloe Price going to try to drive the right side. Williams to Haven Harris. Up, no good. Again, another offensive rebound by Schwartfager. Up, no good. And fought for. And again, ball's going to be out of bounds off of Lovis. Taylor Schwartfager able to corral that and tried to throw it back out, but unable to because it went off of Lovis's leg. So 2:27 to go and a 13-point lead by the Phillies. And that's going to be a foul there on Olivia Long. Long just trying to make a steal there on Schwartfager, and she's going to get called for her first foul. Only the team third. Ball thrown in there to Madison Morosco checked in. Here's Schwartfeger. Nice dump down pass. Beautiful look to Samantha Williams, who picks up her second basket. And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Shandon Marshall calls a timeout. 2:15 to go here, third quarter. And the Phillies of Laurel Highlands with a 32-17 lead over the Albert Gallatin Colonials. And again, we'll thank our sponsors of the South Union Township Sports Network. Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs in Uniontown. Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. The Sprouse Insurance Group and agent David Hughes. SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. United Bank and the South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. So as we close in, 2:15 to go here, third quarter. It's the Phillies with a 15-point lead over the Colonials. And Haven Harris leading the way here in this third quarter with 5 points. The second made three of the night for the Phillies. And pretty balanced scoring. You've got 6 Phillies in the scoring column so far. On the other side, 5 for the Colonials. It's going to be Ellie Cease kicking it into Peyton Lovis. Lovis in the corner to Goodwin. Swings it far side to Shea. Shea was looking for the skip pass, but swung it back over to Lovis at the top of the key. Emily Goodwin, nice ball fake there. Shook Morosco. Shot up, no good. Michaela Shea comes out of there with the offensive rebound. Sips it far side here to Goodwin, no good on a three. And the rebound there by Morosco, kicks it to Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger down the court to Chloe Price. Price up with the runner, no good. Samantha Williams, no good. Another offensive rebound by Schwartfeger. Kicks it out to Haley Benko, who's checked in. And Benko going to have to get rid of it, nearly a 5 count. Schwartfeger going to settle things down. We're under a minute and a half to go, third quarter. Ball nearly stolen away. Good save there by Benko. That's going to be a travel. Chloe Price kind of got in a frame of mind. She didn't know whether to pass it or dribble it. And
shuffled them just a little bit.
Didn't do either one. So she got called for the turnover. So minute 13 to go. And the Colonials trying to cut into this 15-point lead by the Phillies. Near steal. There's Long. Kicks it far side to Emily Goodwin. Peyton Lovis. Top of the key. To the left wing to Goodwin. Here's Michaela Shea going to drive baseline. Little jumper, no good. Rebound fought for and pulled out of there by Schwartfeger. She's going to try to run. Really nobody back on D. Good shot there. Taylor Schwartfeger now with 8. She joins Maddie Brooks. And the lead now, it's 17. Under 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Lovis to Michaela Shea. Shea's driving baseline around Morosco. Ball tipped. Shot up. Samantha Williams with the block. Little jumper, no good. And again, Schwartfeger with another rebound.
Got a foul on the Colonials, it looks like.
Going to have a reach, I think. Let's see who they call this on. Number 2, and that's going to be Olivia Long. That's going to put the Phillies in a 1-on-1. Checking in at the scores table for the Phillies is going to be Lillian Hanen.
She'll be shooting too, Tone.
Yep.
1-on-1 went out the window a few years ago.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. You know what?
We were just talking about the 1-on-1 today at practice. You know, that took a little bit of strategy out of the game once they got rid of that.
You know what? I have watched so many college basketballs over the last week. It's been one of those things where it's like, oh, okay. So Schwartfeger now 0 for 3 from the line. She's got 8 on the night.
You know what, Tony? She's getting all these rebounds. You know, she's just so fast out there.
Oh, she's
like the road runner out there.
Yeah, she's the Energizer Bunny. Let me tell you, she did that last year too. We were extremely impressed by her defense and just her hustle. I tell you. And it hasn't waned any here so far in the early stages of the 2025 campaign either. She's doing a great job. 17.8 to go. Colonials probably looking for the last shot. Down 18, their biggest deficit of the night. Here's Michaela Shea. Tried to drive up and good. Continuation. And Michaela Shea, that's her first field goal of the night. And that foul is going to be on Samantha Williams. That's going to be her third as well. Checking in also for the Phillies is Kaylee Milsom. As we said, young teams here on both sides, and Shea able to knock down the free throw and go three-point play. So 35-20, 7.8 seconds to go. Here's Milsom. It's going to be stolen away by Lovis. Fought for underneath. Lillian Hainan and Lovis. A tie up.
Tony, that's one of those jump balls you don't want to get if you're the team getting the ball.
Right.
1.6 left on the clock.
Not much you can do about this. I'm sure that the Phillies are going to try to show a little token pressure coming up here at half court. Here's Lovis going to shoot it from half court. Nope, can't get it up in time. So at the end of 3, it's the Laurel Highlands Phillies 35 and the Albert Gallatin Colonials 20. Go over a quick scoring summary here as soon as I do my tallies. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, for the Phillies, I'm sorry. Geez, am I ever going to get this right, Billy? Taylor Schwartfeger with 9. Maddie Brooks with 8. Chloe Price, 6. Haven Harris, 5, all coming in the third. 4 points from Samantha Williams and a made 3 by Isabella Paschke for their total of 35. And on the other side for the Lady Colonials, both Ellie Cease and Michaela Shea with 6 points each. 3 from Maggie Quartemont, a made 3 from Emily Goodwin, and Peyton Lovis with 2 made free throws for their total of 20. So as we start the fourth quarter, it's going to be the Phillies with possession. Coach Rick Hill in his first year trying to pick up his first win here. There's Paschke being guarded closely there by Peyton Lovis. Haven Harris swings it far side to Taylor Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger thought about, she saw cutting Samantha Williams. Paschke, good defense there by Lovis. Near steal. Haven Harris, fortunate to get it to Schwartfeger. Chloe Price now going to settle things down. Here's Harris cutting through the lane. No foul. And the ball being fought for underneath. And do we have a foul? And I think we do. And let's see who they're going to call this one on. I think it's going to be on the Colonials. And that's going to be on Olivia Long. So Emily Goodwin's going to check out. And he gave a signal of 3, number 2, but it looks like there's no 2 in there, so not exactly sure who that foul was on.
He posted the number 3, Tony.
Did they? Okay. That's Lovis. That's her first. Chloe Price trying to direct the offense. Haven Harris right down the lane, kicks it to Price. Price, a little 10-footer, no good. Samantha Williams just used her size, but couldn't get it to go. Another tie-up, and it's going to be tied up again. Karina Samuel and Chloe Price, and that ball's going to go to the Albert Gallatin Colonials. We're going to have a quick 30-second timeout. 7 minutes even to go here in this contest. 35-20. The Phillies over the Lady Colonials. Again, we'll thank our sponsors, the South Union Township Supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. United Bank, UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns, SWGI specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, Paul Sprouse Insurance Group, and agent David Hughes, Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, and Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown. So the Phillies with a 15-point lead and still showing full court pressure. Ball kicked into Shea. She's able to get it to Lovis. Across the timeline. Good defense there by Chloe Price. Kicks it back up top to Michaela Shea. She's going to take a three. No, good defense by Haven Harris as she stepped out of there. Shea calling the play. Trying to work. She's going to throw up a three. Up and good. Nothing but net from Michaela Shea. The third made three of the night for the Colonials, and the Colonials trying to put a little comeback together. Now down 12. They've been down by as much as 18 in this contest. Haven Harris underneath kicks it out to Paschke. Chloe Price picks up her dribble. Good defense there by Quartermont. Haven Harris gets it to a cutting Chloe Price, who goes up and good. Chloe Price with the made basket on the nice feed from Haven Harris. And the lead back up to 14. Under 6 to go. Good block there. Schwartfeger again. Right place, right time. And we've got another jump ball. Possession arrow now should go to the Phillies, and it does. As we said, two young teams. The Colonials with only one senior, and the Phillies with two, but can't really count one because Taylor Irwin out with a torn ACL. And that's going to be an offensive foul on the Phillies, and it's going to be on Chloe Price. Price had picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, and that was her third now, so she's done a pretty good job to avoid getting in foul trouble by the Phillies. So Shea comes across, trying to work off the screen from Cease. Far side to Peyton Lovis. Lovis up and good. So all those tries, and now Peyton Lovis knocks down a three, and the lead cut to 11. And a little momentum on the shifted side of the Colonials here. Near steal there. Schwartfeger in the lane. She's going to get called. I thought it was going to be a travel. She's going to get fouled. I think it might be on Samuel. Nope, going to be on Michaela Shea. That's her third. Checking back in is going to be the senior, Maddie Brooks. She's going to give Samantha Williams a breather. So Williams, good minutes for the Phillies. 4 points off the bench.
Yeah, some nice rebounding as well.
Yep.
She did a good job in there.
Yep. Good job. Price followed her own shot, able to get the rebound. Had a pretty good look there, just couldn't get it to go. Schwartfeger going to run a little clock here and run a little offense for the Phillies. Picked up there by Karina Samuels, working off the screen by Paschke. Chloe Price over to Paschke. Paschke thought about it, tried to drive, stolen away. And now again, Schwartfeger able to come out of there with it. Haven Harris swings it back out to Chloe Price. Price going to drive to the right side. Up, no good. Rebound put back up by Paschke, no good. And here comes Peyton Lovis, and they can cut this under 10. Shea, no good. Rebound fought for, saved by Maddie Brooks, and it's going to go off of AG. Just when you thought they'd have the opportunity to cut into this 11-point lead.
They could cut the single digits on that possession, Tony.
Yep.
It looked like they were going to have the ball back, and no, off the toe.
Yep. Just another unfortunate bounce for the Lady Colonials. Here comes Schwartfeger. We're under 4.5 to go in the contest. Schwartfeger up, no good. Rebound fought for, and Schwartfeger somehow got it over to Chloe Price. No, I'm sorry, that's Paschke. So Paschke, with only her second made basket of the night, she's got 5. But the lead extended back up to 13. Here's Michaela Shea, up and good. Michaela Shea heating up. 2 made threes here in this fourth quarter. She's got 12 on the night. And the lead cut down to 10. We still got a lot of time, just under 4 to go in the fourth quarter. And Schwartfeger picked up there by Shea.
The Lady Colonials, we're going to have to try to do something to get the ball out of Schwartfeger's hand. So
yeah,
look for some kind of trap or double team.
Able to work off the screen. Picked her up, though, couldn't go anywhere there. She's going to just drive it in and kick it back out. Good pass there to Brooks. Brooks over to Paschke. Paschke down low to Brooks. looking for a cutter. Now, underneath, beautiful pass there to Chloe Price.
Nice pass, good finish.
Good finish is right. Chloe Price with a great finish, and Maddie Brooks, beautiful assist. And the lead back up to 12, 41-29. And a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout by the Phillies. As we said, we'll thank our sponsors one more time. Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs in Uniontown. Davis & Davis, attorneys at law. The Sprouse Insurance Group and agent David Hughes. SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist, and our friend Jim Burns. United Bank, and the South Union Township Supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. So 3:19 to go in this contest. 41-29, and the Colonials having a pretty good fourth quarter here so far. 3 made threes. Able to cut into the lead. Here's Samuel. Can't shake the good defense by Schwartfeger, and another steal. She's got to be the MVP of this game. Here's Chloe Price looking for help. Swings it near side to Haven Harris. Schwartfeger kicks it out. Chloe Price going to take her time, let the play develop a little bit. Here's Harris. Thought about getting it down to Paschke, who was trying to post up the smaller Lovis underneath. Good pass. Haven Harris going to have to fight for it, though. It was poked away. And they're going to call Haven Harris with her second foul. She went after the loose ball. So 2 team fouls on the Phillies here in this fourth quarter. Checking in is going to be Madison Morosco. Morosco going to give Haven Harris a breather. Harris, as we said, great third quarter, 5 points on a made 3. So 2:30 to go here in this contest. And the Phillies trying to hold on to a 41-29 lead. Michaela Shea waiting for help. Hands it off to Lovis. Over to Goodwin. Here's Lovis up for another 3. No good. Fought for, and Quartermont with a good effort, but just couldn't save it. So with 2:20 to go, the LH Phillies just trying to take some air out of the ball. Come away with their first victory of the year. There's Schwartfeger picked up by Michaela Shea, who's looking to make a steal. Schwartfeger to Morosco. Morosco. They're going to call a foul. That foul's going to be on Quartermont. That's going to be her first.
Coach Marshall didn't like that one very much.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression. I think referee Brad Yeoman got that impression too. Hand it right back into Chloe Price, up for the easy layup.
Nice
Beautiful play there. Paschke with her second made field goal the fourth quarter. And the lead back up to 14, 43-29. And here's Morosco with the steal, trying to go, and it's going to be stolen by Lovis. And then Morosco's going to pick up her first foul.
What would you call that foul there, 10?
I would call that a little frustration. A hip check, hip check, cross body block there a little bit. Yeah, she just got a little frustrated. Had the ball, thought she was going to go in and put it in for an easy layup, but good defense by Lovis. Lovis with the steal and draw the foul. There's Lovis again, 3, no good. Far rebound, kicked around, 3 Phillies on it. And they're going to call the Phillies on the end line, but we're down to a minute 34 to go. And a 14-point lead by the Phillies. Albert Gallatin having trouble getting it in. Cease. Quartermont out to Shea. And they're going to call another foul. I think that's going to be on Schwartfeger. Schwartfeger's going to pick up her third. Quartermont giving directions as she gets ready to kick it in. So we said 2 young teams here. Both of these teams just trying to field out on the season. That ball's going to be thrown a little too far over Lovis's head. So on the turnover, the Phillies will regain possession. And full court pressure being applied by the Colonials. Chloe Price able to get it in. And no, it's stolen. Then it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be off of the Phillies. So Paschke going to check out, and Haven Harris checking back in for Laurel Highlands. 1:25 to go. And Emily Goodwin throwing the ball in for the Colonials. At 3 attempt by Shea, and she's going to pick up a foul on Chloe Price. Price is going to get her 4th. And that's going to be the 15th foul. So it's going to send Shea to the line. Shea 4 for 5 from the line here tonight. She's got 12 points on the evening. 2 made threes in this 4th quarter. And nothing but net on her first attempt. 43-30, 13-point deficit. Shea up, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled out by Ellie Cease.
Double dribble. Yeah.
She's going to get called for double dribbles. Had a chance. Chloe Price into Haven Harris. Harris, good pass to Maddie Brooks. Brooks up, no good. Rebound, Schwartfeger, no good. And pulled out of there by Emily Goodwin, and Madison Morosco is going to pick up the foul. She went for the rebound. So it looks like it's going to send Emily Goodwin to the line on the other side, the 5'8" freshman forward. She's got a made 3 tonight. Hit that in the 3rd quarter for her only points. And 1-1-1 to go in this 4th quarter. A 13-point lead by the Phillies. Goodwin up and no good. Madison Morosco going to check out. Isabella Paschke back in for the Phillies. Goodwin up and good. So Emily Goodwin now with 4. And it allows Albert Gallatin to set up their full court press. Chloe Price being dogged there by Quartermont. Nearly a turnover, and it is. And again, it's steal back by Price. She's going to try to weave it through the lane. Coach Hill telling her to take it back out, set up the offense, run some time. There's Schwartfeger being double teamed. Going to go to the hoop. Up, no good. Rebound. She gets her own again. She's got to have 20 rebounds in this game.
Tony, she's probably close to a triple-double.
Yeah.
She's 1 point shy. She's had about close to 10 steals.
Every bit of. Yep. Haven Harris.
And I'll be shocked if she doesn't have the rebounds.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt she's in double figures with rebounds. Could be in double figures with steals.
It's close.
Yeah. We'll have to check and see. I'll have to ask her dad and find out what the totals are. She faked a 3. Thought she was going to take it to the hoop.
Wise move.
Yep, we're under 30 to go, and she's going to get fouled by Lovis.
That's going to be 5 teams, so she'll get a chance at double digits at the line.
Yep. She may have. Be interesting to see if she does have a triple-double. And it would be a unique one too, Billy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 10 steals in a game is no easy task.
No, not at all. Taylor. Well, I don't want to put the Brian Morozak jinx on her.
Yeah,
I won't say what she is so far.
Oh,
that was Brian. He's standing next to me, and he started smiling.
He was looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, so it's his fault. So here's the thing, though. If she misses this one, she'll probably get her own rebound and put it back in.
Right.
Nope. It's about the only thing she hasn't done well is shoot from the foul line. Here comes Brooks with the steal. She's got help on the other side. If she doesn't get it to go, no good. Brooks fights for her own rebound. And they're going to call a timeout. The Phillies with 12.9 to go. Coach Hill basically telling Brooks, we don't need any more points. Just run the clock and get the air out of the ball, and let's get away with a win. 43-31. The Phillies lead the Colonials. 12.9 to go. And as we said, Coach Rick Hill looking for his first win as the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Phillies, Lady Mustangs, whatever you want to call them. I've called them everything humanly possible, so yeah, it's one of those things. So.
Hey, well, Tony, your daughter went here. She played when? 2000s?
2010? 9 and 10, yeah.
9 and 10. So, I mean, they were known as the Phillies back then.
They
so
were, yes.
we got to give you a little bit of a
it's kind of
break on this one.
Well, they were the Phillies when I was in school.
Right.
So,
all the way
that was
back in the opening.
That was well,
almost
a few years after that, but it was
close.
Put it this way, it was a 19 in the number before that. So, your Schwartfeger just going to bring it back out and dribble it out, and that's pretty much going to do it. As the Lady Phillies pick up their first win of the year in a pretty good game. 43-31 is your final. And Coach Rick Hill able to pick up his first win as the ladies coach. We'll be able to do these stats pretty quickly here.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. But, a fun game, Tony. It was interesting for me from a coach's point of view. I like to see new coaches and the stuff they run and, new teams. So it's always fun for me as a coach to see what other new coaches are running and doing. So that was a fun game for me to watch.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you got to give Auburn Gallatin a lot of credit, too. Coach Shannon Marshall, as we said, an extremely young team. I mean, only one senior in the mix. And it's one of those things where, you've got to get a lot of experience, and they're in the process of doing that. And Coach Marshall, can't be too disappointed with what happened. As we said, though, a lot of times just couldn't get the ball to roll his way. But
yeah, no, they had a lot of bad bounces throughout the game. Really the only place to go is up from here. So that was, a good learning point for them coming from the Collinsville game the other day. They lost by 35 or something like that. So that was a much more competitive game for them, and hopefully they'll have some others like that, throughout the season.
Yeah, I totally agree. So let's give you the rundown on the final stats for tonight's game. The Laurel Highlands Phillies pick up their first win. They improved to 1-2 overall on the year. They were led tonight by Chloe Price, who had 10 points. She was followed by Taylor Schwartfeger, who had 9. Maddie Brooks had 8. Isabella Paschke with 7. 4 of those came in the fourth quarter. 5 points by Haven Harris, all of those in the third quarter. And 4 points by Samantha Williams. They scored 10 in the first, 13 in the second, 12 in the third, 8 in the fourth for their total of 43. They were only 3 for 9 from the foul line and had 2 made threes, one by Paschke and one by Haven Harris. On the other side for the Albert Gallatin Colonials, who dropped to 0-2 on the year, they were led by Michaela Shea, who had 13 points. She was followed by Ellie Cease, who had 6, 5 points from Peyton Lovis, 4 points from Emily Goodwin, and 3 points from Maggie Quartermont. 2 in the first, 9 in the second, 9 in the third, 11 in the fourth for their total of 31. One good thing, though, the Colonials, 11 for 15 from the foul line, and they had 4 made threes, 2 by Michaela Shea in the fourth period. Peyton Lovis made 1 in the fourth, and Emily Goodwin with a made 3 in the third. So the Lady Phillies with a 43-31 win. And tonight's broadcast on the South Union Township Sports Network has been a joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable, as well as our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, our final score, the Laurel Highlands Phillies 43, the Albert Gallatin Colonials 31. I'm Tony Hanola with Billy Dice, and you've been watching the South Union Township Sports Network. Good night, everybody.